Okay, things are going well. This is my razory blade, and you can see that I've buffed it to a beautiful finish, and I have taken it down with the grinding papers, with the grinding stones, and then the metal stones, and then eventually the buffing wheel. So yeah, that's what it looks like. It's pretty cool. Okay, so that's what it looked like last time. So you can see how much I've cut down. All of that is missing. So that's what I've cut down with my razor. And now, let me stick it this way up. See, I've drawn it on there, thereabouts. You can see how much I've cut down from last time. It's all of that. But these are what my scale is going to be like. And ideally I want a hole in there about there. So I found some beautiful wood, and this is U.
Hmm?
U.
Yes, Y-E-W.
Y-E-W. Why? Where's it come from?
All over the place. Europe, England, America. If I remember rightly, that's actually a piece of English U.
U.
Yes, English U.
The grain in it, as we've seen, there's a grain pattern in it. And we've drawn the scales on to hopefully fit within the pattern, and it should be nice. It should look pretty with that kind of pattern as well. So I've drawn that on there. So what we need to do is chop this in
two,
and then stick it back together and then cut around the edge, or vice versa. It's best to cut around the edge first and then cut it into two.
No, you want to cut it into two, then cut around the edge. Because if we cut around the edge, then it's going to be really awkward to cut it in two.
Okay.
Okay, so that is mine so far. Is that in shot? We in shot?
Yeah.
Good. So that's mine so far. I've just gone for a little simpler, slightly cleaner design. And this is a piece of 6,000-year-old bog oak that I'm going to use to make my handle, etc. for it. So I'm going to finish all the grinding, sharpening, polishing on this, which is going to take a while, and then get to the bit that I'm actually familiar and quick at, which is working with wood, or in this case, 6,000-year-old bog oak. Yeah, literally, it's actually 6,000 years old. Usually they find it in like a field or something. You'll have a farmer ploughing his field, he'll hit something, dig a little bit, and then sort of find, oh, there's a tree down there. Basically, it's a very old oak tree which 6,000 years ago fell into a peat bog. And the peat does this to the oak, does a very surprising job of preserving it. So they dig it out of the ground, they slice it up, and then they let it dry very, very, very slowly. Like, rule of thumb with timber is 1 year per inch. Drying time. If I remember rightly, I spoke to someone about drying this stuff before, and they said about 3 years per inch, with the whole thing sealed inside its private microclimate, so it dries really slowly. Dry too fast and it's just going to fall apart and crack like these bits out here. So this stuff is useless, but this stuff back here, pretty good. Perfect.